All right, shelter, food and water, they are urgently needed in the hardest hit parts of Myanmar right now. And this is after the country was struck by that powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake late last week. The death toll has now surpassed 2,700. It is still expected to rise. Meanwhile, in neighboring Thailand, rescue workers really are in a race against time in the search for survivors. For more on the situation in Southeast Asia, let's bring in BBC News correspondent Nick Marsh, who is in Bangkok. Nick, first tell us about the situation where you are.
Well, as you can see behind me, this is the wreckage of what was supposed to be a new government building. It was supposed to be a 30-story tower block. That came down in a matter of seconds on Friday after that devastating earthquake 800 miles away in Myanmar. Dozens of construction workers are still trapped underneath. We've had confirmation of 14 fatalities here. But really, the mood on day 5 of this operation has shifted, it has to be said. The Thai authorities have all but admitted that the chances of retrieving anyone alive from under this mountain of rubble have become very slim indeed. They said that they're going to continue for as long as it takes, but so far no signs of life have been detected. And unfortunately for the families who have gathered here, this has gone from being a search and rescue operation to pretty much a search and recovery operation.
And Nick, considering it's that bad where you are, how much worse is it hundreds of miles away in the epicenter in Myanmar, where they have even fewer rescue resources?
Well, from the limited information that we're getting coming out of Myanmar, the picture is bleak. I mean, it's very difficult to get an exact handle on what's going on because Myanmar is controlled by a military regime that tries not to let much information get out of the country. For example, we're monitoring the situation from here in neighboring Thailand. International journalists aren't allowed into the country. At the moment, the official death toll is around 2,700, but we know that Myanmar's military regime has a history of trying to conceal the true scale of its natural disasters that's happened before in the past. We do have a team of our BBC colleagues from the BBC Burmese service who are based in the country. They've managed to get to the capital, Naypyidaw. They've also just managed to get to Mandalay, the epicenter of this earthquake, and the images and the reports that they've been sending back is basically a picture of absolute devastation. They say that they can smell the bodies under certain parts of rubble, but no rescue work is happening there. Such is the scale of this disaster and the challenge ahead. International aid is coming in, international rescue teams have come in, but there is a fear that that's not enough, and that secondly, the military regime might use aid as a weapon against its enemies, these ethnic armed militias which control different parts of the country. There have been reports that aid has been blocked at checkpoints which are entering rebel-held areas. We know that the regime, less than 24 hours after the earthquake, was airstriking rebel-held territory just 50 miles away from the epicenter. So a really bad picture in Myanmar.
Worrying to hear. Nick Marsh, we appreciate the update. Thank you.